Bonjour, bonsoir. It's Planet Glee, une autre fois. And we are back here in the studio, here on Planet Glee. And if you haven't seen Planet Glee, it's a show that's been on for a while. And it's an arts and music and everything else show. Welcome. I'm Jennifer Glee, and we're going to speak with the international, well-renowned actor Count Federico Wardal today.
Thank you, Jennifer. I am very pleased and honored to be in your great program, TV program.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, actually, Count Wardal has his own show here called
Count Wardal TV show that is just after, every Monday after Planet Glee, because Planet Glee is 10:30 Pacific Standard Time because we are in San Francisco, and then at 11 start Count Wardal TV show.
So if you missed the show at 10:30, it'll be on at 11.
Because often we agree to give more possibility to you to show the same show, Planet Glee on,
just in case.
just not always, of course.
Yeah. So anyway, tonight we're talking about the show, the new film. It's a short film. It's called I Waited for You, and it's something that we made together in this year, 2024, and it is showing around in some film festivals, and
many film festivals.
It's I don't know. You'll see how it goes, and I'll instead of telling you what's going on, I'm just going to show you a little clip to start. So. Okay, so we're back on Planet Glee, and
back on Planet Glee.
And our film is, as you can see, it's in an SF Animal Care and Control here in San Francisco, and our main character has had to move. And I don't know how many people in San Francisco have had this issue where you move somewhere and you can't have any pets. So he has to give up his cat. And it causes him a lot of grief.
Absolutely. And of course, for everybody love cats because part of ourself, but could be also not a cat, to give, something that you love to, yes, in this case is to be adopted, but you give some part of you to some, so of course is a grief, as Jennifer said, and so it's about the life, it's about waiting. And she made translation in 3 languages of I Waited for You, in English, in Spanish, and Portuguese. And just a few minutes ago, she said to me in Espanol, esperar have 2 meanings.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You can explain to the audience as a matter of way. It means your...
I just it made me think of espeja, which means mirror, isn't it?
No, espejo is mirror in Espanol.
Espejo, that's the one I'm thinking of. Espejo is related to esperar.
Sure.
So it gets even weirder.
Sure, because
It
you
gets
can
more
see,
interesting, as we
you know,
say.
yes.
The concept of the mirror is in the film. I think that's one of the better shots. The mirror is also, as I thought, in our other film that we put out in 2023, that showed at the San Francisco International New Concept Film Festival.
Fellini, a film of no return.
Yes.
There is a mirror, etc. Because mirror, anyway, as she said, is also waiting because you can see you, perhaps, and is a projection of you. And waiting is a projection of what you think could happen, your dreams. However, right? So definitely are related.
Yes, they are, and but in Spanish, esperar also means hope. So I feel like that's I don't know, is hope an element like in chemistry, or is hope how do we take it in, and how do we keep it, and things like that. So I think that's an element too, where he's trying to make sure that he doesn't kind of get too involved in the emotions, such that he can drown and not feel like he can handle it. But we'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
Start with that. Okay, it's there.
Beauty belongs to nature. You are
This is good.
my dimension.
A little mirror there.
Yeah.
I love that. So yes, I think he goes through quite a bit. But it's Federico, do you want to talk a little bit about some of your acting that you've done here in San Francisco?
Thank you so much.
Because we know you're an international star.
No, but I love the audience. Anyway, I came from Italy. I was linked with Federico Fellini, Carlo Rizzani, Dario Bellezza, etc. But the first thing, I have to be concise, of course. The first things that I made here is Count Federico to the court of poet Dario Bellezza in Berkeley. That was a triumph. And the USA audience was a little bit surprised about this show. I was with Luciano Chessa at the piano, Roger Moore to the piano, two musicians. Then I made Right for All the People, a one-man show about human rights almost. Martin Luther King Jr., John Fitzgerald Kennedy, Gandhi, Mandela, etc. Then I met in Jason Zavaleta, a very young movie director, great movie director, in United Nations with Ban Ki-moon, the General Secretary of the United Nations in New York City. And in that big event, worldwide event, he showed his documentary about students, because he was a student, 22 years old, from San Francisco State University. Then many other things. Of course, New York City. Also, I played with the terrorist of Mario Fratti, and then I start a cooperation with Jennifer Glee. That she, from many years, she has a Planet Glee, this program, and so
Not since time began.
What?
I mean, it's been
Of success.
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years of success.
It's been around.
Okay, so we met in some place, and
We met at an artist, through an artist here in San Francisco.
Yes.
It's just, yeah.
Caravita and Sal.
Caravita, she's been on the show.
It was in the show, Planet
She's
Glee,
been on
etc.
Planet Glee a couple times.
And so,
if you want to see more Planet Glee episodes, they're on my YouTube, which is Jennifer Glee. I'll put some of the directories there, so you can, if you wanted to see some Planet Glee with Caravita or
many guests.
many different guests, mostly people from San Francisco or in San Francisco, but also people from France and
because San Francisco, as
Thailand.
everybody knows, it means everybody is here, means a lot of ethnicities and came in San Francisco, and so Planet Glee have, of course, a different means guests from all over the world. And because it was close to the Fellini 100 that we celebrate in Hollywood on
yes, that was interesting.
January 20th was the birthday of Federico Fellini in 2020.
So right before COVID, we
was very lucky, means to celebrate. Because also I performed in this celebration, etc., and so we was very lucky because after that, COVID. After okay, so we start the cooperation with the film in cinema with Jennifer, and so we made Fellini a film of no return that was means recently. It was unbelievable, thanks to all the film festival, because got 51 film awards all over the world. Then immediately I Waited for You, that is super recent because it just finished for 2 months, never I remember, etc.
Yeah, I think it's been 2 months.
And the two films are so different that is not possible. So she is, generally an author could create the next film, but almost you can recognize is him or her, means, okay? No, are so different these two films that this chapeau means congratulations to Jennifer.
Well, I think we they're short films, and it's really inspiring, to be a part of the short film community, because I think maybe I don't know, but I feel that sometimes people can see more in a short film because it's so immediate. Sometimes in features, there are so many things that go on that maybe you're like, okay, they are what they are, but and some shorts could be turned into features. So
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's a short film, but as is Fellini Mastorna. But so let's see. Let's go a little bit more here. Oh, we're back to this. So yes, if you just tuned in, we're on Planet Glee, and we are discussing I Waited for You, which is a new short film from 2024 this summer. that Count Federico Wardal stars in. And it's a film that we did together. I shot it and did the music, which is probably, if you guys know me from music, you know that I'm not like your typical, I don't really want to play the same stuff. And so I think for, for the two films that we've got, the soundtracks are pretty experimental as well as the visuals. So we've been pretty much in, like, the experimental film, which is, I'm happy with that.
I was very happy when I hear the music of Jennifer in Fellini Mazorna, and I waited for you. I was very happy, really, because combined with totally, this is my opinion, with the atmosphere of her film.
Thank you. I feel like it's a really cool challenge to try to make people hear something that you want to go along with the emotions. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess there's a place for, symphonies and very produced sound, but also the way that music is made could be a lot more emotionally involving than it is in many productions. So, but anyway, and I waited for you. Let's do a little one more. And then...
The end of the day is near when short men make long shadows. So we come back, and so what about your next project?
Oh,
The
yes.
opposite. Instead, she asked me, questioned me, I asked to her.
Yes. The next project, I think it's going to be maybe longer than these two. And so that'll be challenging. And also it is, we'll be showing a play that has not been performed except by you. Is that right?
Right. Is Pirandello, because Jennifer saw this performance is an unpublished monologue of Pirandello called Nemo, that means nobody, that she saw here in San Francisco at the Italian Cultural Institute some years ago.
Yeah, it was like 2017. It was so good. I was supposed to take video, and I had a problem with the camera. I was like, oh no.
Oh yes, I remember.
But it was so good. Yeah.
Thank you so
Amazing.
much. So, later, means last year, I received a great Italian actress, Caterina Costantini, request to me to play, of course in Italian, in Rome, in the Theater Planet. This is Planet Glee, and this was Planet Theater. And was really, I had to say lie, was a triumph. For 3 nights, I told to Jennifer, people that come back for 3 nights. It was amazing. So was concretized the idea of Jennifer and I to make a film by Jennifer Glee. And so this other film will be totally different from the previous film of Jennifer, as always, no? Fellini, A Film of No Return, is totally different from I Waited for You, and of course Pirandello, as she said, will be also, not only because it will be her creation, of course, a combination between stage, because Pirandello is theater, and film, because Pirandello was also performed, means yes, by Greta Garbo in As You Desire Me, with Metro Goldwyn Mayer. And as she said, the concept of Pirandello is the sixth character looking for an author. This is the most famous in the world, and concerning deeply all of us, because speak about the character that everybody play during the life, in the life, in the life. And Pirandello saw this mask that we put on our face, means he push us to remove this mask, because this mask can be an obstacle to live our life too. If we have many masks, you know, everybody has that, especially in modern world. You know, at work, you have to put a mask, at home, another mask, in the street, another mask. In our show business, especially, is a big drama in our business. You know, superstars that become like Dalida, like, I don't want to mention, because, or Cher, or Michael Jackson, or etc. etc. Every day you have to put the mask at the audience. So, but this concerning everybody. So this is Pirandello in few words, because of course Pirandello is much bigger on my words, but of course will be a great movie. And I want to say only something, and I have to continue a film, means in Cairo, by Antonello Altamura, that is also in different dimensions. And also Andrea Marfori will be a future film, he told me, is, but is to explore by cinema something, of course, that concerning the human being. So after my long speech, what is your comment?
I was just thinking, are you going to be going to Italy to shoot these?
Both are Italian directors. Antonello Altamura is an Italian, and Andrea Marfori and Paola Mingoni, that she wrote the script, are Italian too. Andrea helped me in Frank Sinatra celebration here in San Francisco by a video that was celebrated, of course, in the Herbst Theater and the Italian Cultural Institute. And Antonello is a big expert of Alfred Hitchcock, and he made a huge film now, feature film now, and so but will be not shot in Italy, but in Egypt, because are involved. Egypt is involved in these two films, and even I don't want to reveal anything about Jennifer, but she told me that Pirandello, she could like to be a Pirandello in Egypt too. So that's why this matter of Egypt, because I know very well Egypt, I love Egypt, and my life I spend I spent my life in Rome, I spent my life in New York City, I spent my life in Cairo and San Francisco. So it's part, and of course Egypt, is so full of meaning, etc., etc. And so it's a big civilization anyway. It's a part of the inspiration of the films all over the world. And I waited for you. We can't remember exactly because it was
It's at 50, I checked. It's 50 right now. Just 50.
just 50. And I waited for you.
That's still a lot.
It's I think so a lot, etc. So thank you to the film festival. And I waited for you was showed in Paris last month. Was awarded in Los Angeles, in New York City, in Bangkok, in many, in Florence, I think in Milan too, etc. And was showed also in a disco music in Bogota, because we have to say Laura Roma, she is a great editor of the films of Jennifer Glee, of Fellini Mastorna and Waited for You, and she is from Brazil and she lives in Buenos Aires. And so Jennifer means the film I Waited for You is translated, in fact you saw that is translated in Spanish, and I speak in English. It's translated of course as subtitle in English too, but also in Brazilian. So to give the possibility to everybody to understand also the words that are pronounced, etc.
Also, I feel like in trying to put these films into film festivals, it's been interesting to see what kind of film festivals different cities and different countries have, and I've just found a real connection with the ones in South America, in terms of this continent, right? But also Europe.
It was awarded in Europe, Fellini, etc., and also Waited for You in Europe, yes.
But I Waited for You just received an award in Bangkok. So I was like, wow, that's really cool, because I think in Bangkok, the person who did Planet Glee that you can see back here, she painted this. It's a thought bubble. It says Planet Glee. She's actually from Bangkok. So
I didn't know that.
Yes, she has her MFA from there. But of course, Planet Glee doesn't show up in I Waited for You, but they awarded I Waited for You just recently, like 3 weeks ago, something like that. If you want to see some of these films, if you want to see I Waited for You, it's on my Vimeo. And what I think I can put there, probably, it's be all right. On my Vimeo, and
What is called your Vimeo, the title?
This is Jennifer Glee's Vimeo.com/Jennifer Glee. And so I Waited for You is there in Portuguese, Spanish, and English subtitles. Fellini Mastorna, Film of No Return, same thing. And then some short films that are a little bit more like music videos, except for Antonio's Lament. That one is was taken up by Short Film Depot, which I was really happy about, because it's stronger more in the music than the images, but the images are still Anyway, so it's a good thing, short films right now, and I'm really happy to be part of this community with Federico and
my honor, my pleasure.
The indie short film,
Jennifer.
Yeah, the indie short film community. I think right now it's good. It's a good.
It's huge.
Situation.
It's huge.
I just want to say.
Okay, so I want to record here also. Thank you so much, really. And so this episode of Planet Glee...
Let me say it too. I didn't get a chance to do it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching Planet Glee. So happy to be here again from the studio, and I hope to see you next month. Thank you so much for watching Planet Glee, and peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.